Well, hello there. Welcome back to Let's Play Eldritch. It's been a little while since we played some Eldritch. As we remember, this was a roguelike game where you go around and explore stuff and try not to get killed by Lovecraftian monsters. I played this once a very long time ago, about 7 years ago, before I took my break, and we just kind of went from there. So we're going to check out what's kind of changed with the game a little bit. And we'll just kind of go from there. And then kind of see what happens. But first, of course, as we know, we need to gear up. Gearing up is an important thing to do. And this particular level, the Halloween level, we know is very good for it. Just because there's a lot of stuff you can find here. I do have one key. That's a good start. That's a great start. That's also okay. That's not the magic spell I would have wanted, but that's fine. We will surely find something better later. Now, before I do anything, I do want to apologize for my voice being a little raspy. I appear to be coming down with a cold of some sort. And also, I was at a concert a couple days ago. I was at the Voltaire concert a few days ago. No, I didn't want to fleece the dude. I want the artifacts. Thank you. But yes, I was screaming very loud at the concert, having a great time, because he's very, very funny in performance, and those of you who know me, have known me for a long time, know that I do have a... Oh! Motherfucker! Are you serious? I swear to God, if I get murked again, I'm gonna be so angry. Not a single knife, all I'm finding are guns. That's cool and all, but, can you fucking not? Jesus! No, what the hell? Bit of a sticky situation I'm in right now. Please, I beg, will you calm the fuck down? This Shoggoth needs to, like, chill. These Shoggoths need to chill their asses, God! Oh, Jesus. Yeah, no, it's just been, like, one thing after another, unfortunately. And the game is not being very kind or cooperative right now, either, so... I'm coming down with something. My throat kind of hurts. I'm playing Eldritch because you guys wanted me to run through Eldritch again. And then just life in general has been a little bit of a mess. So things come, things go. But that's also why I was a little angry in the Dredge and demo footage for Chaos Shuffle these past couple days. I am recording this as of recording right now. It is the Halloween season, or is becoming the Halloween season. What the? When did I get this shitty pistol? I wanted the flintlock. Okay, fine. I'm sure we'll find another fucking flintlock. It's not a big deal. But while I'm here, I'm just gonna pick up every revolver so I don't have to deal with it again. Whatever. I'll eventually find the flintlock. It's not a big deal. If I don't find my flintlock, I can find it again later. But I really fucking wanted that flintlock. It's a new item. It's not much different than the regular gun, but I believe it does have a little more stopping power. Which is nice to have, but not strictly necessary. Why does the game want to make me take fall damage today? Need all these shotguns to fuck loads of off while I finagle my way around here. Try to figure out how to not absolutely eat shit and die. Oh, hey, a flintlock, good. So, we've got a few different things going on here. We're almost to a position where, Can you please have the stagger? Thank you. I don't need two guns. I am not two guns McGee. But yeah, so I do apologize for being a little bit testy today. I'm not feeling the absolute best. But, it's gonna be a problem because I'm going to a con in a couple days. Yeah, I'm going to a con, and, it'll be really depressing if I'm kind of sick at the con, so hopefully it's not... Oh, I got you pickles, Stealth Move, okay. I got you pickles today, hey, hey. There we go. As it goes, Face Main, we know I am most accustomed to being a stealthy motherfucker. So that will help me feel a lot more comfortable as I continue my journey here. Just about... Yep. I'll loot this body. I don't need to loot the other body, but I'm gonna loot that one just in case. I don't need that compass. It is not strictly necessary, and I don't really need it. We got a good setup here. This is really good for us so far. We got a means to print bullets. We got a means to stealth around. I do want to point out the bullet kit here, the smelting kit. Basically, if you pick up artifacts, you can convert them into bullets. And we will be finding a lot of artifacts, so that'll be very helpful, but we may not find a whole lot of bullets. So I'll show you what that looks like, just like that. Pick it up and you smelt it. It doesn't work on items, unfortunately. It'd be nice if it did. Tinning kit, that's... No, with how my luck is going, I think I might need that more than the smelting kit. So I'm gonna take it. Last couple rounds have just been absolutely awful. So I'm gonna try to make this run hopefully be a little better. We are almost done with this level here. Just gonna continue exploring and looting and looting and exploring. Looting and shooting, that's the name of the game. Just kind of go from there. I want to see what would blow a hole for me. No, it did not blow a hole for me. Oh well. Well, that's okay, because there's still plenty of other things to explore. So, in Dead by Daylight news. In Dead by Daylight news, there's been some updates coming very, very recently. Speed news, I don't need that. In the sense of some changes, specifically the Mori system. We have a new system for Moris. In that your last kill of the round, you can choose, if you are in a 4K situation, to Mori the last survivor, provided you capture them. Which is really, really cool. Although I was a little worried at first, because the original change was, they were going to sunset all Mori add-on offerings. So all the Memento Mori's little skull icons that I sometimes run. Very rarely, but I do run sometimes. So multi-Moris would no longer have been possible unless you ran certain perks like Rancor, which I love running on my Ghostface, as you know, or perks like Devour Hope, which can be very luck-based at best, if you even get any Moris, because people like to cleanse it first thing, because it's Devour Hope. But just I'm so sorry about that. Just in general, they were also going to make it so basically, and basically only certain killers would be able to get multiple Moris around too, which would have been really, really annoying. Because what if I want a Mori as say Blight, not Pyramid Head or whatever? What if I wanted to Mori as somebody else? And this is not give me anything. Are you serious? You're serious, okay. See, this is why I hate exploring without the Destruction Amulet. It's a pain in the butt. But, as I was saying, there were also problems with certain achievements. Like, for example, there were would have been problems with the achievement Blood in Your Mouth, which is the, you gotta Mori 4 people in the same game achievement. And that would have sucked, because, again, it would have made that challenge way, way harder unnecessarily. And just, it wouldn't have been fun for anybody. Nobody would have found that fun. A lot of survivors were complaining about it. A lot of killers were complaining about it, obviously. And just in general, people were not into that change. So, fortunately, behavior has decided they are not going to go through with that, but they are keeping the basic at Mori. We got news on 2v8 coming back, which is really good. I know everybody really enjoyed 2v8 last time, and I know you guys really enjoyed watching me do 2v8. I enjoyed playing 2v8 with my friends, and I'm very excited to have it come back. This time around, we got some new killers added, only 3. It's Deathslinger, Blight, and Spirit, which is cool and all, but I just really wish they would have brought my boy. I guess they just didn't want, like, the, licensed characters too early or something? I don't know. Maybe they just don't want... I hope they include the licensed killers. Because, you know, like, 95% of my mains are licensed. And it'd be a shame I couldn't play any of them in, the mode for you guys. And just have some fun with the mode with killers that I want to play. Because Wraith is great and all, but he doesn't satisfy, you know what I mean? He doesn't always strike the itch. And he's a very basic killer, too. So... he's not really someone that you can, unfortunately, do a whole lot with, which sucks, but that is what it is, and that's just how he's designed. He's meant to be a very basic killer, and that's okay. We need basic killers. Come on, how am I getting down there? Okay, I hope. No, because that's blocked off. Let me find a way to get to that way down. I gotta go all the way down and around, basically. See what I mean? Just see what I mean? Not exploring with a destruction amulet is a pain in the ass. Makes the game way longer than it needs to be. I'm gonna hope this gets me to where I need to go, please. Are you serious? Are you serious? How was I supposed to avoid that, you dumb motherfucker? We're not doing that again. But yeah, no, I'm gonna have to go... I have to go up. I don't have a choice, I gotta go up. I really hate it when the game decides to drag itself out for me. I really hate it. Decides, oh, I'm gonna take forever and a day to get you where you need to be. Yeah, that's cool. Thanks, game. We love that. Said nobody ever. Okay. So we found our way out. And we're done. We're all kitted up for the most part, into the Dagon level. Unfortunately, we didn't find any fountains. But it is what it is. Let's try to go from here. Hope for the best, prepare for the worst. The game is really interested in giving me the Shoggoth power right now. Oh, hey, the block power, that's good. I'll keep that in mind. I'm going to want that. That's the better option. So, we do have some new tiles in the Dagon level. You might have noticed, or you will notice eventually, some kind of, like, wooded textures, which is really cool. Blast power, sure. I will show you off this once. Just once. Because it's a really fun power. Cool, but impractical. It's a power that is kind of a double-edged sword in that, yeah, it's fun to use and very, very useful. But it also can end up, like, hurting you a lot, which is kind of unfortunately what got me killed last time. I was trying to do something fancy and blow up a cage, and it unfortunately cost me the round. Cost me the run, so to speak. This game's not played in rounds, what am I saying? I have too much Dead by Daylight on the brain. I need a break from Dead by Daylight, man. I do. I'm playing off screen a lot, and unfortunately, I've been trying to go for adepts. Unfortunately. I'm just showing you what that does. It blows people up. It's very, very funny. Fortunately, now I can't get back up. We won't be using it too terrible much. Just because it is, again, a double-edged sword of a power, and it's, like, kind of, again, a little too dangerous, in my opinion, just to be for practical use. We don't need powers that can get us killed, unfortunately. How did he live? He, like, lived and then fell down and died. Okay. So you definitely don't want to do it too close away. You want to do it kind of further away. But that is one of the new powers that we were given. We're going to be getting rid of it now for this power, because why the hell do we need a power that kills us? But I did want to show it off for you because it is kind of cool. And snipe action. Can I get... There we go. Yep. I do have a little bit of a question for you guys. Do you guys want to see me play other stealth games? Would that be something you're interested in? Would you like me to see me sneak around in other video games? Or are you kind of sick of the stealth gameplay? You get enough of that with my Ghostface gameplay? If so, I understand. If not, then I do have a proposition. I've been kind of maybe trying to get a run through of the Thief series going. At least the first 3 games. Just because I find the Thief series very, very fun, and it's one of those games that I've just kind of, like, found and had an interest in for a little while. I used to watch my friends and family play it all the time. I didn't play them myself, but I watched my friends and family do it, because I was a little young at the time when they came out. But my parents were really into them, my dad was really into them, and I should also explain that this is also where my love of the Myst series came from. My mom was very into Myst. It's what eventually got her to buy a computer, actually. And that seems to be a theme for a lot of people in the 90s, especially with Myst. It got people to buy computers. Kind of popularized the home video game market for computers. Which is quite the achievement for a little game built on a Mac with a simple like card stack system. But if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Did I explore all up here? I don't remember. Mostly? Mostly. We don't need to go absolutely everywhere. I'm just doing a quick little run-through for you guys. Just to kind of give you an idea of what's changed in the game. So it doesn't have to be a perfect run, so I'm not even going to go over there. There's probably nothing there anyway. I found what I needed to find over there. So I'm not too concerned if I don't go over there. And I don't have the Destruction Amulet anyway. So it doesn't really matter. But, yeah. So, upcoming things as well, Dead by Daylight. I know we are getting some new, okay, like, I know, I mentioned 2v8 coming back, I mentioned the changes, mentioned Blight Spirit and Deathslinger coming to, 2v8. It's gonna be really interesting to see the combinations that arise from that, and I'm very, very excited. Now, I can't say I'm gonna play Deathslinger for you guys in the mode, because I'm absolutely trash at doing... Oh, come on. I forgot I had the Destruction Amulet. Didn't have the Destruction Amulet. Oh, well. Yeah, I'm absolutely trash at doing anything first-person shooter related. I can stealth with the best of them. But I am horrendous at first-person shooters. So please don't ask me to play Deathslinger. It's not going to happen. But I have been hoping to maybe learn Spirit for some time. So this will be a good chance, an excuse to learn Spirit and kind of understand how she operates. Because she has been on my radar for some time, and I just haven't found a good time to actually practice her. Unfortunately, we can't break this open because no Destruction Amulet, but... I'm sure we'll find it eventually. I'm really mad that we didn't find the Destruction Amulet. We should have found it in that level. But I guess free... block is almost as good. Just free block on demand is almost as good. But yeah, I'm sure we'll find it eventually. We're gonna need it for the Nyarlathotep level, regardless, because it's gonna be a problem if we don't have it. That's gonna be a nightmare to navigate if we do not have that amulet. I think we're gonna have to go for it and leave. Yeah, we're gonna have to leave. I hear a fountain, that's good. I hear you, where are you? It's on the other side of that wall over that way, but I can't get there. But I want it, badly. We'll get it eventually, because we're still only at 3 health. One of the things that tends to happen is sometimes the game will spawn an absurd number of fountains for you, this time around. It doesn't doing it this time, but, on prior matches it has. hear it. I hear it. It's near. I hear it. It's near. I just can't get to it. Oh, come on. This is like Tantalus. Come on! Get rid of those guys. So yeah, everywhere but the fountain room. Are you serious? The game is mocking me. You all see this now, don't you? You see how the game is mocking me? Oh, come on. Can't even give me a way down that way? Are you serious? Okay. No, I'm just gonna block it off. Fuck you. You don't get the fountain phantom. Yeah, I hear you and I want you so bad. Oh, I want you so bad. Oh, it's like right the fuck above. Oh, come on. Come on, dog. Don't do this to me. The game's gonna do this to me. Again, the game is actively mocking me. The game is now actively mocking me. Oh, here it is. This is what I was hearing. This is another new area. It is a portal that will take you back to the library if you need it. It's a church, which is really cool. There are little areas where you can pray to certain statues. I believe it will give you... I believe it gives you health back. I don't remember, but, you know, I'm sick of crawling around up and down and all around. Give me this. There we go. I'm sick of crawling up, down, and all around. It's taking forever. We're 22 minutes in and only halfway, like, a part of the way through the level. This is ridiculous. Oh, thank God. We got in here. Still no destruction amulet. Fuck you, game. Fuck you too, game. You're really gonna make this the longest play in the world. Let's play in the world, aren't you? But at least I have keys. Keys are good. I'm just gonna hope and pray that the game doesn't decide to be such a bastard that I can't get my way out of anywhere. I just need to hope and pray that I find this destruction amulet, because I really, really am gonna need it. Like, I'm really gonna need it. Or this is gonna be a pain in the ass. The entire game. No! Okay. So we're doing alright. Please no more block-offs. I can't stand being blocked off anymore. Oh, come on. It's back where we were? Come on! No, the game is just gonna, like, decide to deny me at every turn because it didn't want to give me to... It just wants me to suffer. It wants me to suffer. Y'all are seeing this shit, right? Oh, come on. Again? I couldn't make this shit up even if I tried. We've gone this long without a single destruction amulet. That's ridiculous. That never happens. This, like, never happens to me. And 3 rounds in a row? The shame of it, too, is I had a really good run earlier, but it just died on the vine because I wanted to do something fancy for you. Oh, well. That do be how it is. But yeah, so, like I said, just in general, oh, come on, let me pull the bridge, please. That's the way out. I don't want to go that way just yet. Something killed a bunch of, like, bugs through here. I hear a deep one over there. Don't know what his problem is. But yes, just in general, lots of interesting stuff going on, and probably me just coming down with a cold or something. I hope not. But it is what it is. And what it is kind of sucks, so, yeah. That's probably why I was so angry, too, with the, footage I had for Chaos Shuffle, which, again, I do wholeheartedly apologize for. Unfortunately, when I get a little under the weather, I get a little grouchy. And you know that I try to be very positive on my channel. At least I try very hard to be. And just sometimes that's not how it works. That's not the way the story goes. And you end up in a situation where you just don't have a good time. And like I said, games like Eldritch are there for you when games like Dead by Daylight are not letting you have a good time. And that happens to the best of us, too. It's always good to take a break. Always good to take a little bit of a rest and reevaluate and come back later. Like I said, I was having some troubles with my adepts earlier on Survivor. I was trying to go for all the adepts on Survivor. I will eventually go for all the killer adepts as well, but I was trying to go for all the adepts on Survivor. And just for some reason, it's just not... It's like I'm just getting every single killer that just really would rather win. And that's not... There's nothing wrong with wanting to win, of course, but it's still really frustrating when you're obviously now the weak link trying for an adept, and the killer can see that, and they just decide to wail on you anyway. I mean, I could never. I'm not asking my opponent to let me win. I'm not the kind of person that would do that. But it's very frustrating when you're trying your hardest with a limited set of anything concrete, and they just won't give you the benefit of the doubt. They won't see what you're trying to do and be like, oh, well, maybe a 3K is fine. I could go for a 3K. Or, oh, this is a baby. We should give this killer their adept. Let them have their adept. They might have been trying for a long time. And that's the kind of niceness I really do think the game needs more of. Like, if you see somebody's clearly trying to do something specific, like they're trying to go for hatch game, or they're trying to get you to chill out so they can do a specific thing, like, it costs you nothing to give them that. It costs you nothing to be kind. And I think people forget that, especially in an online game, because they get so excited, like, oh yeah, I gotta win. I'm gonna win. And it happens on both sides. So it's not a killer thing, it's not a survivor thing, it's a both sides thing. Where everybody just wants to win so hard, they forget the human. And that I find deeply unfortunate, because it's... the humanness of the game is what keeps the game alive for a lot of people. The ability to kind of, see how real people react and play against real people in real time, doing real actions that you can predict and try to, like, defend against. And I feel like, again, that's also why people don't enjoy bots. That's why I appreciate what the bots have brought to the game. Are you serious? Did I just stab myself with my own knife? But yeah, again, it's one of those things that I think, again, I do appreciate behavior bringing the bots in. It helps solve the mass DC problem. But unfortunately, it created this new problem of people like, oh, I don't like this killer. I don't like XYZ. So I am just going to DC and I'm just going to give on hook because I don't want to play. And it just ruins the game for the rest of people. So now I think even behavior has to go a step further because, unfortunately, people can't behave. And we have to hold their patties like they're children because they'll give up or they'll decide they don't want to play anymore. And I rarely see killers do it. It's almost always survivors doing it. And it's frustrating, especially when I have a random and they do it. Like just the other day, I was going for some fun stuff in Chaos Shuffle, and I guess Claudette didn't like that we had Pyramid Head, or she got a bad, like, perk set or something, which it's Chaos Shuffle. Sometimes you're going to get a back perk set. Make it work, Honey Bunch. I mean, that's what the mode is for. But she got a bad perk combo or something she didn't like, and she decided to immediately give up first thing at 5 gens. and then try to self-suicide on Hook. I'm just like, no. We're not going to play that game. I'm sorry. You're not going to denounce the entire team just because you're mad you didn't get what you want in the randomizer. It's silly. It's aggressively silly. And I mean, if you don't want your perks to be random, why join the randomizer mode at all? Like, why play? Why queue up for that mode? If you want good builds, play in the regular queue. You'll get your good builds. Because you can choose your build, right? It's like it's not a hard concept. But I guess it's gotten to the point where people are just like throwing fits because they don't want to play certain aspects of the game. Like, I get it. Nobody's entitled to play a game they don't want to play, but at the same time, you know, at least think of the people still left in the round that have to deal with there not being a third survivor, another survivor to help them. Because 4 is balanced, 3 really isn't. So when you're giving up on Hook, you're functionally sacrificing the entire team because you're not having a good time. And if you're getting to that point where you're DCing a whole lot, it really is time to just shut off the game and go away for a little while. And I know that's not what people want to hear, but it really is time to drop the game and go do something else for a little while. If you're getting to the point where you're like mass DCing over every little thing, or seeing the bad in everything. Because it isn't fair to your teammates that they have to suffer because you're too petty to, like, what, let the killer get a win, I guess? So I think, again, behavior's gonna have to go even further now, which, unfortunately, I really don't think they want to do, or have to do, because people can't just behave themselves in the modes of the game. And they're gonna have to make it so that now you can't DC at all. You can't self-unhook without certain perks, which is unfortunate because that's not gonna be great. Now you can be in a situation where, unfortunately, people, like I said, you can be in a position where, unfortunately, people might take advantage of what we have right now and, like, use it just to be kind of jerks to people. And it's like, I just don't understand why people can't chill the hell out, like, chill the fuck out, and, like, just let a game be a game. It just seems to me like people take the game a little too seriously, and I think behavior's trying its hardest to make it a game that you don't take super seriously. But, I mean, gamers gonna game. I think until they, like, remove all of the more competitive aspects of the game, like change pipping substantially, make emblems piss easy to get, it's just gonna continue to go around and around and around and around. Like this. Which is not what anybody wants, obviously. But unfortunately, if people can't behave themselves, I feel like behavior's gonna have to step in and do something, because it really isn't fair that someone gets mad so they decide to DC. I didn't mean to be a Debbie Downer about that, but, like, it still feels to me like people are just not appreciating the game for what the game is, and continuing to treat it like it's a sweaty game that you're supposed to win all the time in. And I know, it feels good to win. I like winning too, but, like, there are days I lose. There are days I lose a lot. And it doesn't feel good, but, you know, I don't complain about it. I scrap the recording if I was recording and I move on. I don't sit there and wallow and complain about it. And again, if I'm not having a good time, I leave. I just don't play the game. And I think more people need to, like, embrace that. The other thing I was watching a interesting video by someone named Mr. Headache, a DVD content creator named Mr. Headache. You may or may not know of him. He had something interesting to say about how people tend to dwell in these negative spaces in Dead by Daylight. They'll go to, like, the subreddit, or they'll go to the forums, or they'll go to the, well, that's better than anything else. That'll give me a little more health. That's fine. So what I just picked up is the cow liver oil. And what it does is it makes food that is dangerous into always a health item. And also double heals you, which is really nice. Really, really nice. I'm going to upload in kind of like 35 minutes chunks or so, because otherwise the game will be really, really long. So that'll be it for this session. I will see you next time. Do join me for the Book of Nyarlathotep. I will see you in a little bit. Sayonara.